So, how do you go from a happy triumvirate relationship between us as your surrogate temporary parents, the parents, and what becomes a very willing and happy student in our program? Well, I can tell you what transforms that to the Lord of the Flies chaos and a dangerous situation. An unplanned and poorly thought out intervention by CPS who gets these kids stirred up to the point where now they feel like, and though none of their best interest is going to be represented by bashing down the walls around them. That's exactly what you've started. Now I've got a situation on my hands that you did, CPS, that whoever called this in for some stupid reason, which was inappropriate, now you've got boys that are literally going to hurt each other or hurt staff. Now it's getting out of hand to where it's not even controllable. Who are you going to blame then? It'll be me. I've never had anything like this happen in the history of our ranch. But you know what happens in Lord of the Flies. Did you ever read the story? Piggy always dies on the island in the Lord of the Flies, the one that gets picked on. Do you know we don't even have hazing or any kind of picking on kids here that's tolerated. No fights, no aggression, no sexual abuse. It's kids, whether they're fat or ugly, in the eyes of other teenagers, they're safe here all the time. And that's because I control the temperature. Well, thank you, CPS, through your stupid intervention. And whether or not, if you'd have come to me and said, look, we have a problem with this or that, and we need to talk about your paperwork or your licensure or your methodology, or I already told you in our first interview, I'm all ears, let's talk. But you didn't. You decided with your jack boots on and your swastika salute that you were in charge. Well, why don't you come out and see now what you've done? Because the parents who actually are in charge of their children, you've empowered them. And now I've got a little riot going on. Now I've got a mob in control of my property. And I'm going to back my staff away. I'm going to back my children away. I'm going to back my ladies away and let you deal with the fallout. Come get them. Come see what you've done. Because what was a really happy bunch of kids going to school, milking calves, feeding calves, milking goats, welding, having great conversations with their parents, and some of them just a few months from going home, you've created an island where the least wise people in our society now think they're in total control. And I either stomp it down or I let it go. I didn't do this, and you're going to have to live with the consequences. Parents, come get your boys. Just come get them. Do whatever you got to do with them. I'll start over. There are a few of your kids, and I mean 10 that aren't being sucked into this crap, aren't empowered by it, and who are trying to chant to the rest of the boys, just knock it off. Our parents know what they're doing for us. Let's just go on to KK or do something else. Let's be good. You know these people love us. I hear that in the background of the mob. There's not enough voices. And those good kids are going to get hurt. So CPS, if you're watching, get your butt out here and do it now. Because you made a mess, and now you're going to fix it. You'll hear from me and my lawyer if it takes me clear to the Supreme Court to make you pay for what you've done.